big thing was I thought our team came out ready to play defensively. Thank you, Merle. I thought the first 7 minutes of the game, I think we played 5 defense, and it's probably the longest stretch we've played it with this lineup we've had. And I think, I don't have those stats in front of me, I think they had 3 points at the time. We picked up some fouls and made some substitutions. I think John came in, I think we went 20 and played zone most of the game from there on out. I think we tried to start it second half some with some guys, a couple of fouls, but that was the thing I was most pleased about. I thought we took some things in practice here, and carried it to the game. And, the bad thing, we had too many unforced turnovers. You know, like first pass that led to the next pass, we didn't make enough plays, particularly the first half against it. You got to tackle them; they were scrambling, and we didn't make them pay at the end of it enough. Later on in the second half, we started making them pay some, but. Overall, I mean, we have a long way to go as a team. It's very obvious. A lot of things we have to keep getting better at. But again, I think there's another step in some right directions. We just got to keep stepping the right way.
For the first time this year, you guys seem to be having fun on the floor. Is that something you've seen? Obviously, winning does have. You've seen that change.
It's easy to have fun when you got a big lead. There's a reason why.
But I mean, in the first minute of the game.
Remember this. There hadn't been many fun games here at home up to this point. They've all been real tight. So it's not fun for nobody, even the coach, okay? It's easy. But as I tell my players, it's easy when it's going good. But when it goes bad, that's when it needs to be at your best. And that was kind of where we was at, you know, ending that first half some. But we had some guys who turned the ball over a few times, and got to forget that. You got to step up and bring us together. Can't separate us. Then the second half again, I thought D was much better at that now. And that's a step he took in a positive direction again.
You think this could kind of turn Rayburn around a little bit? He's been struggling these last 6 games.
You know, I haven't really been worried about Rayburn a whole lot from that standpoint. You say struggling. I know where we're at. I don't know if I wouldn't classify it as him struggling. I think it's part of a new team. Not him struggling, but a new team being put together, trying to learn how to function together then. And because I don't think he's been bad. He hadn't made some shots, but he'll make shots. And as we learn to function better with Sid out there in D, they'll start getting him easier shots too.
We saw what Sid could do against Ole Miss, but tonight do you think we saw another facet of what he can do when he gives the ball up, when he gets it in the paint, making some plays for some other guys?
Well, I mean, it's something he can do. Yes, he can do that. I think the first half, if I'm correct, he only took 2 shots, but he affected the game. And that's good. When you can affect the game some other ways besides something you know you can do, that's positive. The other night, Ole Miss, he affected the score. Tonight, he affected in that zone a bunch by making some passes. He's a terrific passer. Don't have no issues in any of that. You know, sometimes he's too unselfish. Like I said, in that post, we don't need you to lead us in assists. We need you to lead us in scoring. That ball goes inside. But against the zone, it's opportunities to pass the basketball. It'll be a continued process with him, getting him to understand how hard you have to play consistently, and conditioning, and learning how to keep functioning. But again, he's taken a couple steps more in the right direction too. Very pleased with the progress he's making.
It's obvious what D brings to this team, but talk about the play you got from the other guards, Jalen and Riley.
Well, Jalen's one guy off that bench second half. After the first pass out of that trap, you got to have somebody go attack that rim. He was the guy that attacked the rim, made plays. You know, Riley and Ray didn't make enough plays after that first pass came out of that trap. Jalen's not a guy that's afraid to play. And again, I still don't think the way he played that little stretch is the way I envision Jalen being as a player. That's what we expect from him right there. We know he can do that. And in time, with experience, that's what you need from a guy like him, particularly off your bench. I thought Big John came in and gave us something. If you don't do anything, he brings some cheering. And that's good too. We never fought Big John's effort. Big John, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 points in 10 minutes. That's adding 2, so that's a plus for John.
Is he healthy now, Coach? Or I know he's been.
Yeah, he's fine healthy-wise. Standpoint of where he's, health's not his problem. Danny.
By the first media timeout, all 5 of your starters have scored. I mean, you really saw some good chemistry that maybe you hadn't seen a lot of this year.
Well, I just had this team for 3 games, so that's where I'm at with this team. So when I say this year, we're in a new year, January '01. That's a new year. So I think I've seen this team gradually continue to get better, Brad. So whatever it was before, like I say, it's what it is and it's what it was. So it's a different team, it's a new team. So we're just trying to put it together in SEC play now. That's what we have to do.
Looking ahead at having 6 days off, so to speak, to work on some things, is this a good time for it? The way you guys have been playing last
Well,
2 games?
6 days. You got tomorrow's got to be a holiday. We have to be off after all this week. So you're off tomorrow. You get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's good. We need practice time. Practice time is something. Again, this team. Normally, some teams this time of the year is not as important. Practice time from a detail standpoint and learning how to play a little bit. This team is really important just because of where we are with this team. So practice time for us is something that's will continue to be important for us. And we got a tough stretch. We have Georgia, we come back home against Vanderbilt in Florida, I think. I don't know who's after that, but I know we need to look ahead at those for sure. But it's a tough stretch. Where's David at?
Here.
Oh, Dave, you didn't ask a question yet.
Just, he keeps doing it game after game after game. Cody just gets there, gets the rebounds, and plays his role.
Yeah, he picked up 2 silly fouls. And you can't, 2 bad fouls, and and again, I think, before we got D and Sidney back, we needed him to score more, and he scored more for us, and him and Ray both. Now, I think he'll be a beneficiary of Sidney in there. Sidney's going to draw so much attention, and with Sidney's ability to pass the basketball, Cody's one of those guys, when you dive into that post, is going to benefit from a lot of easy little touch plays.
How about that interior defense? I think I had 10 blocks tonight.
Well, I don't know. I hadn't seen great interior defense, but if you saw it, hey, I'm all right with it. But trust me, we got a long way to go defense. We had 10 blocks, I guess. I don't know who all got them. Sid 2, Wendell 3, Brian Bryant 2, John Reek 3. That's good though. I like that. I guess that was better than we've been having, wasn't it?
We still want to see a little better play inside on the defense.
Yeah, blocking shots is not going to be one of our strengths. So I don't even look at that stat anymore. When Jarvis was here, we all went to it every game. We knew that was an important factor. I don't look at this team as a great shot blocking basketball team. So if we get some, that's good.
It's one of the first nights where Abrams adapted as a player. Just missed a couple of shots and then took the ball to the hole and then moved without it a little bit better tonight. Just didn't let it sink in.
Before we got D and Sid back, D's defenses just horned into him, and particularly those last 4 or 5 games. We were away from here. Here at home early, he was able to function pretty good, but once we got away from here and got that next level of competition, they really got into him. It was different for him, and he struggled against that side. Because it's not all his fault. When you can't throw it inside, and you can't dribble it inside and score, then it's tough. That's kind of where we were at. Now we have the ability to do both. It's going to free him up to do a lot of other things. Again, these other guys are going to get him some more easy baskets and Cody's easy baskets. For the first, whatever it was, 15 games, Cody and Ray was our number 1 and 2 scorers. We had to have them. Now, we may be able to win without those guys being our number 1s and 2 scorers. And there's going to be different nights, different people can lead us in scoring. And I think we have 4 guys out there that consistently, any night, lead us in scoring. And that's good. Coach Hall, still me a question, buddy.